Hello and welcome to Skyline Freelancing with me, Shelmith. In this video, we are going to look at 10 useful tips to pass in a transcription test. So you'll find that as a newbie, many people are scared of attempting transcription tests in order to get a work account. Remember, you won't get any account unless you pass the entry test. And why most of the companies give an entry test is just to evaluate your understanding of this transcription skills and how well you have mastered them. So passing transcription skills seems like an uphill task, but if you have the right transcription skills, this should be a walk in the park. So you should be able to pass any transcription test without breaking a sweat. So when doing those tests, you'll notice that different companies have different style guides to be followed. So let's go ahead and look at these tips that will help you pass any, and let me insist on any transcription test, regardless of which company that you are sitting the test for. So the first one is you need to read and understand the style guide. So each and every company has its own style guide, which means there are some rules to be followed. So when you are given a transcription test, make sure you have understood the style guide so well. Most of the time, what the company is looking for is someone who is able to follow rules and pay attention to details. You'll notice that even if you are a great transcriber, you are poor at following rules, it will be a hard nut to crack. It won't be easy for you if you can transcribe greatly, but you can't follow rules. It gets tricky. So before you even think of listening to the transcription audio test, make sure you have gone through the guides thoroughly and you have understood what is expected of you. So you can go through the guide several times until you are comfortable that you have understood everything that guide requires you to do. Then you need to listen keenly. Having a keen ear is an important skill for every transcriber. Or when you are given a transcription test, make sure you have gone through the audio file first to understand what the context of the file is. Then carefully listen to what the speaker is speaking about to make sure you are able to decipher words. Make sure that you have focused on the transcription test without any distractions. Typing so many words at a go can affect your accuracy, so you should make sure that you are grasping just a few words at a go as you transcribe them bit by bit until you are done with the file. So there are instances where you might not get some words in which you are allowed to use the inaudible tag or unintelligible, or whatever the company style guide allows you to do, but please don't make your own tags. Use what has been given there. So note that most transcription tests are timed, so you'll need to use your best judgment to move as fast as you can. So if you've not subscribed to this YouTube channel, please feel free to do so. Like, share and comment on this video. I would like to hear your side of the story and how you feel about working online as a transcriber. Even if you are a newbie, let's create a community where we can share stuff to help us make more money online. Then transcription tools. As an independent freelance contractor, you need to invest in the right transcription tools. Each and every job has its own online work tools, and transcription is no exception. First, you need to have a computer with the internet connection and a pair of headphones and other transcription tools or software. So headphones are better than earphones as they are much more comfortable and one can be able to concentrate on the transcription test better as they bar the surrounding distractions. So I believe I have shared a video before. You can check it on this channel about 9 softwares that make transcription work easier or which help you to increase your productivity. Then we have typing skills. So every aspiring transcriber should have great typing skills. Being a touch typist will help you in a great way, as every company sets its own standard for the required typing speed. You should aim to have at least that 60 words per minute typing speed. On the other hand, it's very possible to pass the transcription test with that 5 words per minute speed if your typing is accurate, meaning you have minimal errors while typing. Any other speed which is lower than that can be challenging. So it's very helpful to practice your typing speed from the audio files that you enjoy. And this creates excitement. There are a lot of free resources online where you can get free practice files to help you with this. So if you really want a career out of transcription, acquiring great typing skills is a must. So you can try out the free typing master resource, which is online. You can download and keep practicing on that. Also keep in mind that accuracy comes before speed, but both are equally important. When you have a great typing speed coupled with great accuracy, you'll be able to deliver work on time without missing deadlines. Then we have punctuation. This is quite a challenge to many people, but punctuation seems to be quite tricky. It's a tricky topic since different transcription rules are applied depending on the purpose of the file by different sources. It also depends on which English you are using. You will notice that UK English commas are placed outside the quotes, while the US English commas are placed inside quotes. So while handling the transcription test, it's important to understand the method that you are required to use depending on where the test is based. So it's easy to get confused when to use proper English rules if you read a lot of literature. So to be on the safe side, as a transcriber, you should practice audio transcription using standard English grammar rules for testing. Then follow the client or the style guide rules. Then you need to understand the transcription formatting. In order to pass any online test, you need to have a clear understanding of the transcription formatting, because different companies or clients require different formats, which means you will have to review the style guide to have a good understanding of the formatting required. Typically, you should have one blank line between paragraphs and use single space after every punctuation, and then identify speakers. Sometimes you can be requested to save your file using the audio file extension name, such as tester.mp3. Some other parts of formatting are font size and style, and also margins. Then spelling and grammar. Proper spelling and use of standard English grammar are very crucial while undertaking any transcription test. You should also make sure that you are utilizing your spell checking tools to gauge your file accuracy. Also make sure you understand the basic English grammar rules. Also here are some of the basic classifications. We have interjections, which are normal emotional standalone words. Then prepositions, these are words that relate to one another. Then we have conjunctions, dot connecting words. Then we have adjectives, these are words that are descriptive. Then we have verbs, these are action words. Then we have adverbs, expression of how something is done. Then we have noun, that is places, things, or persons. Behold, pronouns. Then we have pronouns related to people. Then you need critical thinking. Critical thinking is a very crucial for it's very crucial for any transcription work. Your sentences should make sense, and in some instances you will have to make decisions on what the speaker is saying in the context of the words used by the speaker. Since many words have different meanings, you'll have to make a decision about what the speaker is talking about. You should also be able to differentiate between homophones. Those are words that sound similar but different meanings. Like we have the word error and error. So be proactive to think critically as you work on your file. Then research. This is where many people don't want to go, but you need to research for your work. Don't be a lazy worker. Even though you are not required to do a thorough research for your work while transcribing, it's important to make sure that you are doing research on the words that you are not sure about in order to get the correct spelling and meaning. So Google is a great search engine that you should utilize for your research. I usually tell everyone make Google your best friend. Anything that you feel you are not getting, please do the research through Google. So you should make sure that the Google search you are doing is within the context of the file, as we have mentioned, because you can have different words sounding the same but have different meanings. Then we come to proofreading. It's very important to proofread your work thoroughly to make sure you have no errors on your file before submitting it. So make sure you are reading the audio against the transcript. That is what we call proofreading. Listen to the audio as you read the transcript. You will find that if you take a break after transcribing a test, go have a walk, get a shower, come back and proofread your work, you'll find that those words that which you are not getting, or that those were not clear, you can now be able to get them. So always strive to deliver current reading transcript for every transcription test that you take. This will guarantee you a sure bet on passing the test. So let's say that passing any transcription test should not be a nightmare if you prepare yourself so well by practicing the tips that I've shared with you. So your main focus should be to capture the speaker's words as accurately as possible, then following the style guide. So, however, it's very good to understand what transcription entails as far as the tools involved and the requirements before attempting any test. So, if you feel like you need a professional training on transcription, feel free to sign up for my course. I have an online course on transcription, that is learn online transcription from scratch. So feel free to leave your comment below in the comment box. If you need my assistance, I'm always available. I usually say lighting someone else's candle doesn't dim mine. So thank you so much for your time. Subscribe, share, comment, and like. And until the next one, see you then.